This may be one of Azzaro's best smelling fragrances, but it could also be one of the worst performing. All right, so this is my full review of the brand new Azzaro Forever Wanted Elixir. So I picked this up a couple days ago and I've had a couple of full days to try it. And so I've worn it in different situations. And so I'm gonna give you guys my honest review about it. I actually bought this bottle myself. It came out to $156 after taxes. So it's not sponsored. I didn't get it for free. This is gonna be an honest review and my opinions on the brand new Azzaro Forever Wanted Elixir. So first off, the presentation comes in the classic bottle that you're used to. It actually looks really nice, right? I was curious to see how they would do the gold when it has two different materials on the bottom and the top, but they actually did it really, really well. As you guys can see in the sun, it shines really bright. Looks really cool. So let's do a little atomizer test. We're gonna do Cologne King 120 sprays. No, but honestly, guys, this is probably my favorite Azzaro opening out of the entire line. I've been on the lookout for a raspberry fragrance for the longest time. Around 5 years ago, I went out and I sought out Tom Ford's Tuscan Leather, thinking it was gonna be awesome. And I went into the store and I tried it out and I actually did not like it. If you were to put your face inside of a leather handbag, that's exactly what Tuscan leather smelled like. And to me, that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for something a little bit more bright and sweet with a raspberry, but it had the masculine touch at the bottom. And that's exactly what Azzaro delivers. And so the opening, it's amazing. It's probably my favorite opening out of any of the Azzaros in the line. It opens up with a bright, juicy raspberry sweetness, but it's not synthetically sweet like you would get from a Jean Paul Gaultier. This is really done well. It's smooth. Some people describe it as effervescent. It's really, really nice and pleasant. And then you also get a little bit of a hint of leather, but that's really on the back end. The opening really shines bright with the raspberry and the sweetness. I believe there's cardamom in here, which adds a little bit of the spice. Overall, the opening is really, really juicy and smooth. It's elegant. You can tell that it's really, really high luxury and high class. For me, I would describe this as a fragrance for someone who has a dark, masculine energy. This really embodies that with the leather and the masculinity that it provides on the back end, plus a bright, juicy red makes it bold and confident. And I really, really love the opening of this. But there's one huge drawback to this fragrance. Being that it's an elixir, you expect it to perform very, very well, and you expect it to project and perform for a very long time. I even saw a picture on a website. It's not the Azzaro website, but I saw a picture and it claimed to have 12 hours of longevity. Now, personally, I would disagree with that. In the days that I tried it both on skin and on clothing. And I would say on skin, the absolute max that it lasts on skin is only 4 hours, which is horrible for something that's supposed to be an elixir concentration. And the opening, which is amazing, only lasts for about 90 minutes to max 2 hours. So after that, what you end up with is a silky, smooth, slightly sweet, smoky leather. By the 4-hour mark, it's really, really hard to detect on skin. It really becomes one-dimensional once it gets to the dry down, which I don't like about this. Being that it's my favorite opening, I was expecting for a lot more out of it, but after getting a few wears and trying it in different situations, it just didn't perform like I expected it to. I even wore this to the gym to see how it would perform with sweat, and after the gym, I couldn't even smell it on my skin anymore. This is probably one of the weakest Azzaros in the line, and that's really unfortunate because I was really looking forward to this, and that's just my honest opinion, right? Skin chemistry is a real thing. The longevity is gonna vary on your skin depending on your own personal skin chemistry, and so just because it lasts only 2 to 4 hours on my skin doesn't mean it may last longer for you. Some of the things that play into longevity are, is your skin moisturized? Is your pH balanced? Hormones play a role into that. Is your skin dry? Is your skin oily? All of those factors play into how a fragrance performs on your skin. And so on clothing, it does last a little bit longer. So I just put it on a test strip and I put it on my clothing. And I'll say on clothing, it does last for 6 to 8 hours, and it takes a lot longer to get to the dry down. On the clothing, you can still smell some of that sweetness from the raspberry. This I would classify as very much a fall winter scent. Those are the months of the year that you're gonna be more covered up, you're gonna be wearing clothing, and it's gonna be able to latch onto your clothing and last much longer. The other part of that, because it doesn't perform well with sweat, it's not going to be a spring and summertime fragrance. I can't recommend it for that. The place where it's going to perform the best and the person is going to perform the best with is someone that's in a formal situation. If you're wearing a leather belt, leather shoes, a nice button-down shirt, and you spray this on, it's going to complement your outfit so much. That raspberry note just gives you that extra boldness. And if you can carry that with confidence, this is going to be a huge accessory to your outfit. Yeah. I would say for this, I do love this. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm harping on the longevity, the performance of this, but it is a really good scent. It just doesn't last long. And that's something you guys need to know before you go out and purchase this. This is not a safe blind buy by any means. And again, if you are someone that goes to a lot of formal events, this is going to perform well. If you're looking for a fragrance specifically for a date night type of environment, this is going to perform really well. No one's going on an 8-hour date, right? So if you're looking for a date night fragrance, this is going to absolutely kill. It gives you that raspberry touch and that masculine leather, smoky leather on the bottom, which just complements you very well. So final thoughts. Should you buy this? Yes or no? I'm kind of torn here because I absolutely love the opening. The opening is one of the best in the Azzaro line, in my opinion. And that's because I'm biased, right? I'm a weird guy. I like raspberry coffee. I like raspberry chocolate. And so I was looking for the perfect raspberry fragrance. And I found it here with Azzaro, but it just doesn't perform well. And so I would only recommend this to you if, one, you love the Azzaro line, two, you have more than 4 fragrances in your collection, because this is not going to be a daily wear or a versatile fragrance. If you're looking for a fragrance specifically for a date night or formal situations or things like that, this is going to perform very well. This is going to get you compliments. This is going to give you attention if you wear it the right way with the right outfit. This is absolutely a killer fragrance. It just doesn't perform well. And keep that in mind, guys. Do me a favor, drop me a follow. I have more fragrance videos coming soon. I actually have a bunch of Montaigne parfums that I ordered and are coming in. And so I'm going to be doing a review on those. I actually got Vanille Fresh from the House of Montaigne, and that has been absolutely a killer. And I can't wait to review that for you guys. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for the next video.